Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be showing you how to make a portfolio in Behance. This tutorial is for beginners, so we'll be making the steps easy to follow, so stick along to the end to understand every step along the way. Right here on Behance.net, at the top right corner, you have two buttons right there. You have the login option and the sign up option. If you already have an account on Behance, you can go ahead and click on login. However, if it's your first time, you can click on sign up. Now to sign up, you have two steps. In order to create an account, you can go ahead and use any of these social options. For example, you can use your Google, your Facebook, Apple, Microsoft account, or others that might be available for you. Alternatively, you can sign up using your email address and a password. However, we're going to go ahead and use our Google account. We've clicked on the Google icon, and then we're going to go ahead and select our email address. Then click on continue, and then right here you can see the welcome message. Then it says to help you get started, choose if you'd like to join Behance as a creative or a hirer. We're going to choose I'm a creative or freelancer. And on this page you get to choose one or more topics which you might be interested in. This will help Behance to recommend creative works which you'd love to have. So we're going to go ahead and choose photography. So we're just going to make one choice and then click on see my custom feed. Currently it's creating our custom feed, and now we have different feeds for photography. And then you're going to have this pop up where it says free or Behance Pro. We're going to continue with the free plan. Of course, the Pro has other perks, but we're just going to continue with this one. The free plan does allow you to create your profile amongst other options. So on this page, you have a custom feed of basically what you selected before, which is photography. You can go ahead and come to the top right here and select Find Creatives. When you do that, it's going to take you to this page where you can basically see other creatives and how they make their profiles. You can go ahead and have some inspiration here, not necessarily copying them, but just to have a view of what could be. So for example, we have Oleg Savchuk, and we're going to select this profile just to have a view. And right here on this profile, you can see his portfolio. It has a banner at the top, a profile picture, some details about this profile, some badges over here, which have been acquired over use here on Behance. And so we want our portfolio to look something like this, or even better. So back here on our main page, we're going to go over to share your work, hover over it, and then you have three options. So we're going to go ahead and select project. And right here on this page, you can basically create anything you want just for your profile. As you can see, you have start building your project, and you can add images, text, a photo grid, video and audio. You could also embed anything you want here, use Lightroom, a prototype, or 3D. And then on the right side, you have add content. Basically the same things you have right here, but once you start adding, you're going to come over here to add some more options. And then you have under edit project, styles, settings. You could also add assets and then save as a draft if you want to take a break and continue later. As you continue with your design, you will have the option to view what you've been doing. And so right away, we're going to start with a photo grid. Remember, we want a portfolio about photography because that's what we're into in this case. So we're going to click on photo grid, and then it says add photos to create your grid. We're going to click on image. And right here, we have some images. We have about 5 images. We're going to select them all and click on open. You can see it's having creating photo grid, and we'll wait for it to load. So now we have our photo grid. We have this button right here and we can click on it. So basically what it does is it gives it some padding. If you want that, you could leave it as this, or you can make it with a full width. So the next thing we can do is to come over here to the right panel where you have some options to add some other assets. You can add some text, or you can come over here and just beneath the photo grid section, underneath it, you can see insert media, and you have this icon right here. And it's basically the same with what you have here. You can see the photo grid is the same right here. So we're going to click on add text. Clicking on that, you can see enter your text here. So we have welcome to our gallery, and you can make some styles for this text. You can click on Control All on your keyboard, change the text font, and then under paragraph, you can click on the drop down and you can change it to a header. When you do that, you can see it's bigger. So you don't need to come over here to change the font size, but just by changing it from paragraph to header, it does the trick for you. Still selecting it, you can make it bolder, and then you could also make it in the center. click away from it, and here you have welcome to our gallery. As you can see, our portfolio is taking shape, and anyone who comes over to our profile will be able to see what we have here. And then we could insert a video if we want, or another picture. So after adding this, you can see you have your photo grid, your welcome message, and you have a photo right here. It's also important to add tags to your images, as this can direct some traffic to you. So we're going to add some tags. And for the image tags, you can add up to 10 keywords, and you also have an alt text, which is important also. So just by writing the word, you can see the other options right here. So we're going to choose photography, photographer, and some other options. And you can make this up to 10 if you want. And then the alt text, you can write a description of the image you have right here. So we have a picture of a camera partially in silhouette. And that's great. So we have our tags already, and we can scroll down and add some other media. And the next we can click and continue. So right now we have all of this. We're just going to show you other options. So you can go ahead and change the style or the settings. When we click on settings, you have the project title, right? So you have photography showcase. You also can add some project tags. And so you can see portrait. And then we're going to write landscape. After writing that, you could put a comma. And putting a comma adds the tag. And then you have some other suggested tags such as nature, which we're going to add, and we're going to select sky. That's fine for now. So you have the tools used such as software, hardware, or other materials which you used. So by writing Adobe, we have Adobe Photoshop. We're going to add a Canon here. And basically you can add any other tools which you may have used. How would you categorize this project? So we're going to put in other photography, scroll down, and you also have Behance visibility, which is of course required. We're going to click it down, and here we can see everyone, password protected, link only, private. So we're going to choose everyone because we want everyone to see our portfolio. Fully accessible and discoverable to anyone. And you need to make sure you follow all the steps, such as ticking the box if your project contains adult content, and then you can click on Save as Draft. And then next we're going to check our styles. We're going to click on styles, and as you can see, our background color is white. We can click on the drop down just right here, or you can use the hex code to write it here if you know it. We're going to click on the drop down and make some changes to our color. All right, so we're going to make this nice shade of blue, or we could make it yellow, and then you can see the content spacing. Now currently our content spacing is at 60 pixels, and we can make it smaller. You could put it as this and leave it as 60 pixels. We're going to click on save, and now you can see our profile has changed, and we're making this for you so you can know the different things which you can do while creating your portfolio. And with everything we've been able to do, we can now click on view a preview. And under viewing a preview, others can see your profile. Welcome to our gallery, and at the top you can see a preview of different pictures you've made, and then scrolling down you can see a full image of your work. Others can like this, and you're also going to see how many impressions this has made and any other comments which others might like to add. Click away from it, and then you can say publish project. You can see publishing your project, and after that's done and you've published it, you will be invited to build a custom portfolio website in minutes with your Behance project. So remember, the first important step to do is to have your Behance project, because you cannot have a portfolio without projects. And if you'd like to continue with this option, it means you will be ready to not just make a Behance portfolio, but you're going to be making a portfolio website with your Behance projects. We're going to skip this for now, and you can decide to promote your work with this portfolio of a work which you have. So also remember that if you want to make a Behance portfolio website, you need to be on the Pro plan. You could try this out for 7 days for free, and you'd have to pay afterward. So the next thing we'll need to do is to go over to the top right corner where we have our profile icon. And when we hover over it, you can see Behance profile. We're going to click on it. And right here, you get to put in more details for your Behance portfolio. Now, if you're wondering where our project is, you're going to scroll down. You can see our photography showcase right here under projects. However, when people come over to your Behance profile, they would want to see your portfolio, not just your project. And this is where you get to put in more work to make it better. For example, you get to add a banner image, and you can also see the dimensions. and also edit your profile info. And if you have the Pro plan, you can go ahead and customize your profile. For example, if you want to add a banner image, this is pretty easy. All you need to do is to click on it and then select an image from your local folder. We're going to select a landscape photo, press on OK, and here it's loaded up and it says drag into position. So we're just going to do this right now, and that looks good. We could also increase the size, but this is better. Then we're going to click on done. Awesome, right? So we have our banner and it looks pretty. In the future, if you want to replace this image, come over to your profile icon and hover over it and you will see replace image or remove it. Then here you can edit your profile info, and when you click on it, you can see other options which you can add to make your portfolio make some more sense. You could connect other accounts, you could connect other profiles, and you could put in some information about you, such as your section title and the description, your work experience, and links to other work. And if that's not enough, you can add a custom section. And then when you're done with that, you could also upload an image and then click on back to profile. This would make your profile more ready to look like a portfolio, just as the examples we showed you earlier. And then you could go through the different tabs to add more details and give your profile a facelift. After which, your Behance portfolio would have been created by making a project and enhancing your profile. At the end, you can go ahead and share your profile link for others to see as your portfolio. We hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.